Congratulations, Canada! Gold medal winners! Congratulations, ladies! Well done! Welcome back, hockey fans! Welcome in if this is your first time to the channel. I'm Josh. This is the Hockey Flow. And today, it's Monday, June 13th, 2022. That's right, we got a gold medal to celebrate. Team Canada brought home gold for their country. We're going to get to that in just a moment on Today in Hockey. But first, we got to get to headlines, then we'll get to that Team Canada win. Also, the bronze medal game as well. But I tell you what, we got a fun article deep dive today, so please stick around. We're looking at the Tampa Bay Lightning, right? We're previewing the Stanley Cup Finals, and the Tampa Bay Lightning, they are 4 wins away from being in the Dynasty conversation. So you know what The Athletic did? They went ahead and talked to the New York Islanders legend, Denis Potvin in particular, and they asked him to compare that team, or those teams, from the 80s to this Tampa Bay Lightning from now. So I'm really excited to get into that. Let's go ahead. Oh, and if you do enjoy the content, before I forget, take a moment, like the video, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. I'll wait here. You can take the moment. I really do appreciate it. It helps us out a ton, especially as we're just getting started. We're going to keep bringing you hockey videos every day. We want to make sure you don't miss those, right? But let's get right into it. Headlines, first and foremost. We did have a couple of those today. Edmonton Oilers, a little disappointing in some ways. Maybe some of you guys will be happy about it. But Mikko Koskinen is going to be leaving. Signed a 2-year deal in Switzerland with HC Laguna. So good for him. I know that's this was a tough year, absolutely behind in the pipes for him, but he did well at times. There were plenty of times where we were cheering. He's standing on his head, but I know he did have some rough moments early in the year, getting called out by the coach and then coming back after him. So that was fun, but appreciate the memories. Thank you, Mikko. Nashville Predators, you did get a jump on free agency today. You signed Jeremy Lauzon to a 4-year deal. Not a bad deal, right? He's a big defenseman, going to throw that body around, be physical. If you're an analytic friend, you might not be a huge fan of the signing. I think Dom with The Athletic had him at 0.1 win he's going to be worth this year. So, but I still think it's a good signing. Nashville fans, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Absolutely. All right, the IIHF games. We had the U18 Women's World Championships came to fruition today. Team Canada came back from their 7-0 defeat to Team USA in the round robin to win the gold medal 3-2. Congratulations, Canada. Very exciting to see. Fun game to watch. And Finland, you guys did win the bronze. So really good for Finland right now. Finland hockey is humming. You guys got a gold in the men's, and now you got a bronze in the U18 women's. So good for you guys. Keep building on that program, right? And Canada, just keep churning it out. Keep churning out the medals. All right, so now we're into the article deep dive. So this was a lot of fun. We got the Tampa Bay Lightning, right, against the Colorado Avalanche. That's coming up. Stanley Cup Finals. We got to talk about them, right? And we got to talk about what makes the Lightning so special. But this article in particular looks at the possibility, what if we win, right? What if the Lightning win this series and they become a dynasty? So what does that team, how does that team compare to the Islanders Dynasty of the 80s? So we're looking at the article today by Joe Smith called Lightning Hold the Respect of the 1980s Islanders. It's the hatred of losing. And if you're a friend of the channel, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. It's in Shorzy too, but you got to hate losing, right? I know a lot of people love to win, right? Winning is awesome, but you know what? I really need you to hate losing, and that's what these Islander teams and this Tampa Bay Lightning team kind of have in common, or at least according to the article. So let's dive right into it. The Lightning, again, like I said, are 4 wins away from 3 straight Stanley Cups. That hasn't been done in 40 years. We're looking at the Islanders when they won 4 straight from 1980 to 1983. Absolutely incredible. Different era of hockey in some ways, right? A little higher scoring. But now it's modern, right? Everyone's bigger, faster, stronger. So the article does get kicked off with Wayne Gretzky. I mean, any chance you can talk to the great one, why not? And Wayne Gretzky compared the Lightning to the Islanders. This is where this conversation stemmed from. The great one. Wayne Gretzky himself brought up this comparison. And Wayne Gretzky, I mean, who would know better? He played in it, right? 83 with the Oilers. Thought they were going to win it. No one picked the Islanders to win, and they end up beating the Oilers. Oilers win the next season. But I digress. Gretzky says the key to it is the resilience. they can beat you in so many ways, and that's what he sees between the Islanders and the Lightning, that they beat you in so many ways, and we've seen that this postseason with the Lightning. But first and foremost, we got to talk Vasi, and this is the only time we're probably going to talk Vasi, but let's get it out of the way. Vasi's excellent. He is the epitome of that Lightning team. They go as he goes in so many ways. When he's standing on his head, that team is invincible, right? But at the end of the day, the big thing that Gretzky pointed out was their work ethic. That is the big thing, the amount of unselfishness. And I love talking about that, right? We talked about it with Shane Wright. We talked about it with Kucherov as well in our video yesterday, and we'll talk about him again today. But it's that unselfishness and that work ethic, that's something that only the special ones have, right? You can't really teach that. And these teams, the Islanders of the 80s and this Tampa Bay Lightning team of the 2020s, they have that. So, but is this a good comparison? Is this truly a good comparison? So Joe Smith went ahead and talked to a few different Islander legends. We had Bob Bourne, the forward, Denis Potvin, the legendary captain, the defender of the Islanders, those dynasty teams. So we're going to lean heavily into the Denis Potvin conversation. I'll leave the link down in the description for you guys so you can check out the rest of the article too, because it was just great. It's great to always see what our legends have to say, right? I'm a historian. I love history. I love learning from the past. I love seeing how we can connect to the past. And this is a quintessential example of this. So I appreciate Joe Smith doing this for us. But Denis Potvin does say that, yeah, absolutely, defense wins championships. These teams compare because they are both super strong defensively, first and foremost. And we've seen that in these playoff games. There have been several times where I've called out the Lightning in particular for their excellent team defense. We talked about how important power plays were and the penalty kill. Yeah, and last night's 10 X Factors video, we talked about Anthony Cirelli and how important he is on the penalty kill. Again, defense up the middle. He also says belief in your team. The 83 Oilers, the 83 team against the Oilers, we talked about that as well. He talks about how you have to have that belief in yourself. They believed when the world didn't, right? And Oilers fans, you know this. We just get done playing the Flame, or we beat the Flames, right? This postseason, we get done with that, and everyone was just shocked. We weren't shocked because we believed in our team, and that's what Potvin says the Islanders do, and that's what he sees in this Lightning team. Essentially, the other thing, though, that I really found interesting about the article was he did mention that the Lightning went through more in these two championships because of COVID, because of the modern day, difficulties. He does say that their run was unprecedented, was his word, and that's really interesting to think about. I still say winning 4 championships is harder than winning 2, but COVID has thrown a weird wrinkle in things. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think of that? I'm leaning towards 4 is tougher than 2, but taking nothing away from the Lightning teams, this has been an incredible run, and it's still not over, right? But Denis Potvin does say that stars are important, and like I said, we have our video yesterday, a couple days ago, talking about Kucherov, and that's who Potvin, he really hammers home that Kucherov is his guy. He loves watching him, and all the things that make him great. For more on that, I won't spoil it. Check out the video a couple days ago. I'll leave it down in the description for you guys as well. But I agree, Kuch is important, and they had that star power back on those Islander teams as well. He does also say that's how you win championships, with depth and a little luck. And I tell you what, I love it because we talk depth all the time, right? In this Tampa Bay Lightning team last year, even that third line we talked about, Gaudreau, Coleman, They had such an impact, right? And they're not there. Yanni Gourde leaves too in the expansion draft, and they had to replace that, and they have this season. They've replaced their depth, and when your stars are going to show up, right? But who's got the depth? And the Lightning have done that. Trade deadline, bring in Nick Paul there. It's been a great. I don't know, it's just been a great run. It's been fun to watch this team put together, but they have had to have some luck. And Potvin talks about during that Islanders run, the amount of times that luck was on their side. If they don't get this bounce or this bounce, Norris Trophy winning defender somehow misses a puck, right? Like, you need those things, and those things do happen. But again, stars are important. Star power is going to reign supreme in so many ways. But every dynasty has an expiration date, and the Islanders, their expiration date came in '83 after that fourth one. '84, my Oilers, we end up beating them, right? So that's very exciting for us Oiler fans. Now we need to win another one, but right now, what do we say? Do the Lightning win again? Can they make this a dynasty? I I wouldn't say they're a dynasty yet. 2 straight, that's super impressive, right? Again, taking nothing away from it, but 3, that sounds real nice, and I do think we start talking dynasty at that point. But again, let me know in the comments. Denis Potvin, he says, I'm not going to bet against the champs. Never bet against the champs. He's going with the Lightning. I don't know. I think the Avalanche are going to give him a heck of a game, but this is a fun one. I really do appreciate you guys following along for the ride. Again, if there's anything in particular that you guys find interesting, call it out. I would love to read and see what articles you guys are doing, but let me know in the comments who's going to take this series. Lightning Avs, we've got one more day of previews, and then we've got the meat and potatoes. We're doing it Wednesday night, Stanley Cup Finals, Game 1. We do have a giveaway going on the channel right now. We're giving away something hockey related once we hit 100 subscribers. So again, thank you so much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. I've loved talking with you guys in the comments as well, so let's keep doing that. Once we hit that 100 subscriber point, like I said, we're going to give something away, hockey related, autograph, jersey, could be anything. So stay tuned for that. Until tomorrow, cheers.